Welcome back to Two Beard Gaming. This is the Filthy Banana, where today we will review Fight Crab, just released on the Nintendo Switch. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button as well as check the description so you can find all the links on social media to keep up with what we got going on a daily basis. But no more hesitating, let's just jump right into the review. The first rule of Fight Crab is to tell everybody about Fight Crab. Indie games never cease to amaze with their creativity and risk that larger, more established studios are just not willing to take. Certainly the results will vary, as there are dozens of card traders, and you can check the review we did on that one, for every single Hollow Knight that comes out. So is Fight Crab the king of crustacean combat, or is it just another supermarket imitation crab sitting there in the discount bin? First off, imitation crab, when used properly, can be delicious. And so can an off-the-wall fighter that no one saw coming. Fight Crab doesn't need much of an introduction. This is an odd case where the title explains everything you need to know. Sort of. Fight Crab is at its core a 1 vs 1 or 2 vs 2, you can work with some handicapping issues if you want there, where players are going to assume the role of one of 23 species of crab. On paper that doesn't sound too enjoyable, which means something must have been left out. That's where the 48 weapons ranging from knives and nunchucks to battle axes and lampposts come in. Your spiny shelled avatar can use their claws alone to attack, but when you can dual wield a pistol and a palm tree, why bother? The semi-destructible environments perfectly accentuate the over-the-top mayhem that ensues as you battle for ultimate supremacy. Notice there was no mention of the sea, as the crabby combatants battle it out in real-world settings, giving off that real kaiju vibe as you decimate the cityscapes and medieval castles. Visually, Fight Crab's pretty solid. Each of the varying species, including the lobsters, look good. While not as sharp as the pincers that you duke it out with, they do an admirable job of conveying their real-world counterparts. The environments are the real treat here. Each has its own unique feel and an assortment of environmental weapons to use. The previously mentioned semi-destructible environments are well done and break apart and shatter in a manner that will leave you believing that you're watching an old creature feature. Control-wise, Fight Crab's gonna split the player base. Keeping with that theme though, this one really comes down to taste. Do you enjoy a low country crab boil or Maryland crab cakes? Fight Crab is easily controllable in the traditional sense. Each of the analog sticks manipulates the corresponding arm. The triggers are used to attack, while the bumpers are used to block or grab objects, including weapons, well, and other crabs. There's a real sense of satisfaction when you time a grab just right, neutralizing an enemy's arm, leaving them open for a blow with your free arm. The D-pad is used for movement, and that takes some getting used to. You don't move freely around the environments, you more or less guide your crusty crustacean by pressing a direction. They continue to walk in that direction until you order them into another. This works well in the end as it frees up your fingers. Got fish on the mind. To worry about the battle at hand. The developers did thankfully include full Joy-Con support. Playing this way is an absolute joy. Waving your arms around as you punch and claw is a satisfying feeling. While not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, they've done an admirable job of utilizing the tech at their disposal to elevate what could be a ho-hum experience. Audio-wise, things are on the arcade side of things. This fits the tone of the game perfectly as the clanging swords ring in your ear. The music is the star here though, tracks ranging from hard rock guitars to euphoric pop songs that somehow just work. Nothing ever felt out of place, but that has to be hard when you're dealing with Mr. Crab's brother and doing battle so as not to be put on the menu. Overall, Fight Crab is surprisingly, or not, fun title. The sheer absurdity of the concept comes together well in this digital package. Unfortunately, the controls will alienate some people as it does take some getting used to. The only real negative here is the replayability. At the time of the review, we were unable to engage in any online combat. The only multiplayer matches were played locally, and those were a blast. That said, the single player offering just isn't as meaty as the King Crab. There are other crabs to unlock as well as your assortment of weapons, and this is achieved by spending the money you earn feasting on the belly-up competition. This isn't enough for those who have no desire to engage with other crabs, human competitors. The rudimentary leveling up system feels tacked on and ultimately feels like it was just there to steal your in-game money. Fight Crab is just absurd enough to be fun. Fighting game purists will scoff at the idea of coconut crabs battling to the death with a samurai sword and shield, but true gamers will enjoy the originality the title brings. The frame rates aren't as buttery smooth, running 30 to 50 frames per second, as compared to the PC counterpart running at a lock 60, but it hardly affects the gameplay. While not a Michelin star-worthy title, this is one you and your friends certainly can crack a cold one to and enjoy. Thanks for checking out our review of Fight Crab on the Nintendo Switch. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out, and hit us up on social media where you can keep up with all the latest goings-on in indie games, geek culture, TV, movies. I mean, we got something coming every day for everybody. Till next time, TF Banana. Peace.